Hello friends, welcome back to Battle Brothers. So since the last episode I did a bit more grinding. And let's see here, we have Nobel, who's a thrower, specialist thrower. Actually, there are not more javelins I can give him. Yeah, that'll do. Right, so I want to see how I can do against these Lindwurms, and also, is the throwing net worth it? So here, everyone on the front line has a whip, so if they take too much damage they can whip from range. Sinrig and Banana Fint with long axes. Up Jimbar. I think I might want Coman, but I mean with only 80 accuracy it's not that great. I mean, who would I leave out here? Let's take on some Lindwurms. Dust clouds belch from a distant cave entrance. As you draw near, you can hear the hiss of the Lindwurms and intermittent growling of something else entirely. Look, sir! Torched points to the rim of the cave dugout. There's a pair of Nachtzeers tackling a Lindwurm. One being slung around as it holds onto the tail, the other is hand fighting its maw to not get bit. The monsters are fighting one another. Checking your head, you draw out your sword and order the men into formation. Looks like this is going to be a proper barnstormer if there ever was one. So I tried this mission earlier yesterday morning, and I wasn't able to get through it without losing someone. I got through it, but there was one Nachtzeer left. Then he just walked forward and a one-shot Hawk who was nearly dead. So I want to see if I can get through this fight without any fatalities. The first thing that strikes me is that my two cleaver lads don't need to be on the front line. They could just stay back and whip, but they might as well, you know, fight with their cleavers until they are so damaged that they have to back off. And they can back off if they need to. I'll point out that a bunch of the lads have a Lindwurm scale covering of their armor. 3 of the lads. Then donkey. What's happening is we are fighting Lindwurms. Oh, look at the Nachtzeers is getting one shot. Get in there, lads. Oh, Christ. It actually started with the Nachtzeers as part of the mission. So starting with the Nachtzeers can really help, just because the Lindwurms get beaten up a little bit by the Nachtzeers, but it can also work against you, because the Nachtzeers getting killed makes the Lindwurms confident, which makes the Lindwurms more dangerous. I would have preferred to have pulled them into undead rather than Nachtzeers. So if you have ghosts screaming at the Lindwurms, I feel like that's your best bet. Let's focus on this one first. Careful here with Pomilus. Super careful. Come on, Nachtzeers. I need you guys to do more damage. Don't eat my lad, you absolute tit. Pretty good damage, 60 damage. At least all of my lads that have cleaver specialization are really good at whipping from distance. We gotta go, go, go. I gotta get kills here. Because these Lindwurms will make pretty short work of these Nachters, so I need to get as much damage in on the Lindwurms while they're distracted as possible. Oh, crud. And here we see the Warhammers doing nothing. It's the Nachters. Oh, are we? Ah, it's got armor still. Good. Ah, you 62%, both missed. The whips just don't do anything, even if you're hitting unarmored body parts. Gee. Okay, that's big for us. Like that these ones are focusing on the Nachters elsewhere. It kind of doesn't feel worth it for Levitsmere to even hit with the Warhammer. It just doesn't do enough damage. 33 to 44. Battle Whip could have applied bleeding, but Levitsmere doesn't have. Just gotta keep hitting with his Warhammer. Good hit. Let's hope we can take this one down before it gets to attack again. Oh, shield. Ow. Air conditioner. Oof. Pikes, need more pikes. Whew. Okay, boys. Warm up. Take a breather. There's, I think, 5 of these things, which means 10, 8 of this number is the remaining Lindwurms. Head north, boys. That's annoying. At least his helmet is immune to Lindwurm poison. Really? Hawk already has 300 armor. Right. Well, Hawk, stay back and just use your whip. This Lindwurm blood is the worst. Because at least a lot of these Lindwurms have their armor at least compromised. Like if these 2 Nachteers could, by some miracle, really damage that one. But that being said, I really do want the last hit on these Lindwurms. Otherwise you don't get the treasure. It's right up at these 2, 3 in the middle now, at this one here. These Lindwurms are lethal. Doesn't look good, does it, boys? Oh Christ, here we go! Fighting double Lindwurms. No. Frontline lads, I think need to maintain shields. Yeah, Banana Flint, you can't get the an attack, so don't actually step up there yet. Too dangerous to even approach. At least the lads who get their armor destroyed can at least whip from distance. Oh. Stay at that distance and just attack the tail from there, Nobel. These lads, what, attack once and then shield wall? I think I might want to pick the right time at I need to pick the right time to use mushrooms. God damn it. Here we focus this one. Goliath, maybe stand back. I don't want to go to this position because then you're in contact with that Nachtzahl. I don't want to get eaten. At least destroy armor is very good at stripping the armor away. Yeah, this is officially scary shit. One Nachtzahl left. It's just us against these things now. Oh, for God's sake! 82% and you miss. The beauty of the polearm lads, they can attack once and move back. Jesus, that damage is unbelievable, isn't it? Gala's gonna swap out with Exiled Pariah. Even with the duelist and armor piercing, I really didn't do a whole lot. Oh. We can start going for the assassinate now, hopefully. Decapitate, I mean. Like, how does that do 0 damage? That's frustrating. Die! Are you having a fucking laugh? Like, that doesn't even kill. Oh, Jesus, it finally bled to death. Lindwurms. The similar issue that we have with the barbarians, like, it never feels worth fighting these things. The rewards just aren't worth it. Like, taking on a mission to fight Lindwurms, like a full-on group of Lindwurms, almost never feels worth it. Like, if I come across a group, I can pull them into some reinforcements. But if you come across a group of Lindwurms out in the wild that's, you know, reduced like 6, that's way too fucking much. Need undead. I can't help but think that if fearsome could be the difference, like fighting something like Lindwurms, if your lads have fearsome, please break their morale quick. And fuck this. Oh, wait, what's that? Nibelheim Company. Come on, lads. Use exclamation mark legends. Come on, please. I can't. Come on, spiders. Maybe you can help us. In short, yes, I am aware of Legends mod. I just wanted to get off. I didn't want to fight these things. One more go, but I mean, it's super unlikely we can win this. I mean, even without the help of the Nachtes. Lindwurm, the worst. Maybe if we switch the team setup a little bit. So if we take MK, and who do we leave out? Like, the hammer guys are less useful. You're in. And our other bannerman who has... And if I leave out Banana Fint and Sinrig, I'll take my 2 archers. That's a question, who's stronger here? Coman is 80 accuracy, 85, 84. And this is plus how much chance to hit? Plus 5 shots, so 85%. It's the exact same as Sinrig. 88 plus 5. Try this one more time. Could this help us? This could help us. We put our front down on the height advantage. Like, I mean, it's... I think I mentioned this in the last episode, but I'm obviously psyched for the new DLC, but a part of me is like, oh no, now there's a whole new set of content I have to get through before I can even think about going to Legends mod. It's going to put me back even further hitting Legends. Good. Actually, Pumulus is in a bad spot there, because if that thing's head is up on high ground, you can have a bad time. Simon, I think go to the throwing axes. That's not bad armor stripping. Hold the line. Your positions, boys. Your positions. Actually, Boghouse probably should have used shield wall. Maybe attacked by 2 Lindwurms. 53 melee defense is pretty good. There you got Hawk. 59 and high ground. No armor, so I think I'm better off back to the warbow. Can hit 95% chance. One of those 95s missed. Sick RNG. Come on, boys, just keep focusing one of these fuckers down. Oh, Christ. Like Nobel, did I not take fancy feet? Oh, that's right, you don't need to fancy feet away from the tail. So Onimaru is in danger from that Lindwurm. We missed another 95%. Yeah, I rolled 100. Jesus. Actually, Horse is in double danger here. I'm going to focus these two in the middle of the formation first. But Bogos, you're in contact with 3 of these things, so you better put your shield up. What was that chance to hit? Fuck's sake on the Lindwurm bite. Tail slam, uses gorge. He had 20% chance to hit, and he fucking hit. And how much? Oh, Jesus! 149 armor damage by biting. God, fucking Lindwurms, man, that was such bullshit. Like that did nothing. Like it's X, I suppose. Ah, 86% and missed. If I'm the RNG bullshit. It feels like it. Every time I fight these things, we miss above 90% regularly, and they hit less than 20% pretty regularly. Oh, 83% missed. Now Animaru has to move. He gets bitten again, he's dead. Hawk actually needs to move away. We kind of can't. Hog hosts. I'm pretty sure their numbers are pretty crazy, but what's annoying me from this fight, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's just selection bias and I'm getting butthurt about it, but it just always feels like there's something going on behind the scenes. Their hit chances. I think that really, am I just butthurt? I'm probably just butthurt. Now, like on most of my lads, the ones who still have armor, I think they should just attack all out, and then someone like Hawk should keep his shield up, I suppose. Look at how little damage it does, it's fucking crazy. Throw a net, might as well. So I need an angle where I can throw without getting hit by this Lindwurm. The horse still has full body armor. But this square here is too dangerous. You can get hit by both of these Lindwurms. That ruffle. That's what I want to hear. I want to keep hearing attacks bouncing off shields. That damage, it's fucking insane. The Lindwurm, the tail slam does 154 armor damage. The tail and the head do 150 armor damage. Look at this, you can't fucking, and then eventually they just hit you. Now Hefest doesn't have fancy feet, and I've got no one he can rotate out with. I suppose Sinrig can rotate him out, but then Sinrig just dies. Come on, big decapitate, 95%. 95 damage, great job. Almost finished off. Oh, you kidding me? Die! What the fuck? Finally. The fact that this one's fleeing is huge as well, so we still got 3 Lindwurms active. Getting fog hosts out of there. #1 priority. At least give him someone he can rotate out with. Oh! Oh! Now did I finish killing this one? I think no, we concentrate on this one. And also the javelins are doing work. Die! What the fuck? Right, horsed. We're doing it, boys. Doing it. No, don't flee. This one is totally undamaged, is what is so scary. Oh! 93 chance, miss. Oh, so close. Yeah, we've got one more active Lindwurm. We're gonna stop this one from fleeing. Oh, of course, it comes back from fleeing. We're all gonna die. For those of you who don't have any body armor left, get your whips out. Ah! Oh shit, MK. If he gets bitten by that Lindwurm, he dies. Oh! I think just dropping dogs is a good idea. Just give these things extra targets. Ooh. I'm afraid. Very afraid. Good dog. Brave dog. No! It's like the 6th or 7th 95% attack that's missed. Rip doggo. Nets are probably a good idea. Oh god, so scary. One more hit, kill this thing. Yes! Pomulus Tristus decapitating a Lindwurm. So close. We're out of ammo. What? Oh! Shit. Oh. We only got 3 Lindwurm scales and 1 Lindwurm bones. Come on, man. You got to give us more than that. We just took down 6 of the fuckers. Damn, you see what I mean? It's so not worth fighting these things. Now what's my usual setup? So Onimaru and Simon are not in the usual setup now. Lavitsmere, Elstead. Spence here. So I think the Warhammers need to be on the end. Oh yeah, and then one of the Warhammers need to be right in the middle. So it's hammer, axe, cleaver, axe, hammer. Axe, range weaponry. Now that I got Nobel as a dedicated thrower, I'm still leaning back towards my hybrids being more useful. I mean, the thrower does more damage when firing at 2 tiles, but then if I'm doing damage at 2 tiles, I'd rather be using the polearm guy. Because the polearm guy can't output the raw damage numbers of that specialist thrower, especially not through heavy armor. But the specialist polearm lad does more reliable damage to armor. But instead, I don't want to go there. I'm going to go back down to the south. What is this? Escort to Nibelheim. That's dreadful pay. I'm not doing that. So money's a bit tight because I bought 2 more legendary helms. So let's just keep working around Blankenstat. Keep running jobs. 7 Shrat. Run the fuck away from that scary shit. Also notice how we fought the same amount of Lindwurms. It was 6 Lindwurm. Fighting them without the Nachtseers was actually easier. We'll take this on. Wiedergängers, Armored Wiedergängers, Fallen Hero, Nachtseers. Good XP. That's the case. Keep these lads out. So, oh, by the way, I wanted to fight the ice cave, but offline, I went into the map and I re-explored the whole of the north, and the ice cave is gone. Gone. I'm pretty sure I tried it, I failed it, and it disappeared. So what I want to do is I want to find another brother or 2 that we want to hire and send them up to the north to go take down that undead place. These 3 undead places, these necromancer layers, are full of undead, which is just loads of XP walking around basically. Let's get the lads fully healed up, fully armored, repaired, and then I think we need to go take on the Goblin City. So we defeated the Sea of Tents a couple episodes ago, and then the Barbarian City ruined us. So we'll try the Goblins next. Then what else? The Black Monolith we can try, but I'm pretty sure that will, you know, absolutely destroy us. We can try the Witch's Hut. And then for the Kraken, I need to get Unhold Hide. Let's see if we have enough Unhold Hide. I didn't give them their 2-handed weapons. Oh, that's fine. So I see the announcement for this week was that Battle Brothers is coming to the Switch. It's pretty cool for those guys who have Switches, but I don't have a Switch. I don't intend to. Not really huge news for me this week, right? Bloody hell, what are the hit chances there? I didn't even look. 89 and 89, and they're both missed. Brilliant. What? 95 missed. I wonder how they're doing with the development of their other game they announced. A little while ago they said they were working on something else. I forget much of the details, but that was last year sometime they announced that. But yeah, good for Overhype. Love those guys. Stay away from bloody M title. What do you mean this is a mature title? I don't even think it is. It's not even that. Well, I suppose it's already in their market. This game is just so good, it'll do well. Well, actually, I suppose it's not really a gamble for them. I mean, the Switch doesn't... I mean, it's all over the world, so... I know the Chinese government has a lot of rules about what you can and can't show in games. You can't even represent skeletons. It's so infantile and fucking ridiculous. They just wouldn't sell this in that part of the world then. You see what kind of damage the throwing build can actually output, especially because I have Headhunter here, so some of these would have hit the head. So, who is this? Nobel. So, Nobel. Throw Javelin. Well, if it's a killing blow, it doesn't say how much damage, but look at this. Nobel 3's thrower uses Throw Javelin. Now, this is worth Killing Frenzy active. Hits the Nachtseer's head, and hits the head for 137 damage. 137 hit point damage. I think that figure includes the damage from Battle Frenzy. Die Wolves? No thanks. Speaking of direwolves, that actually makes me think that I really want to start this new warband, Pain Inc. If nothing else, we're just going to look amazing with everybody wearing direwolf armor attachment. 60, 80, 120, 180, something. Money keeps getting lower, but we have to keep looking for amazing brothers. Escort for Valheim. Nope. Acid Flask. Additional fur padding. I don't think I need that actually. Lindwurm shield I don't particularly need either. How do I make the Lindwurm armor attachment? Worm scale cloak we need. Unhold hide we need. Spider poison. Tree heart. Ooh. So Sigismund's snake. 13 to 50, 15 to 30. Oh, that's already just the weapon skills build up less fatigue. 24 and 25% I think is pretty standard. 10 and 25. Okay, well, still, we did take down half a dozen Lindwurms, so that is something to be happy and proud about. Well done, boys. Do I need these? I do not. If I see some leathery unholds, I should fight them. Or some swampy unholds, I think, give me the armor, the leather that I need. 9 to 140, 20 days. I've got to make a decision. I think it might be time to retire Paragon. He's a light armor lad, so he can't really stand on the front lines anymore. Rig. Rig is not bad. Hit points is not good enough. Up King of Deadpool. Do not remember me. What I've been I know I've been streaming less than I would have liked to lately. So we still have. I've actually only got 3 archers now, and I've got 1 thrower. I might actually get rid of either Onimaru or Saimon. Probably Onimaru. And then hire another guy as a thrower. So we've got 2 hybrid archers. And 2 throwers. But now I half feel like I should just disregard the thrower, because I mean, look, 84 at 12 is not great. 93 at 15 is way better. So I'll just keep my 2 dedicated archers. Like, when am I going to use these archers? I think that's, when am I going to want all 4 archers active? I think I'm actually better off having Banana Fint and Sinrig here with their long axes. Hell, I can even give them great axes to go into melee contact with. How long do we need to repair armor? Probably a friggin' long time. 86 hours. Jeez, I should keep doing deliveries, I suppose. Adelbert. Bockhorn. I like to keep looking for more brothers, but now isn't the time. Bockhorn. Ooh. Paragon Torturer is perhaps one of the dumbest individuals you've ever met, but for a brief moment it does appear that Pumilus gets through and teaches him a thing or two about critical thinking and memorization. You watch as the two sit together and look over some scrolls. You're not sure where the smart man got such papers, but the unlearning oaf is certainly paying a lot of attention to them. As you watch, Paragon is asking rather deep, profound questions. Questions about the land and its relationship to people, and the sky and its relationship to the birds. Well, you realize the idiot is merely glancing around describing what he's seeing in the sort of inquisitive language Pumilus has taught him, namely by attaching a smarmily intoned question to the end of every sentence. When the two finish up, Pumilus comes to you with a grin. I think we're really getting somewhere with him. He's learning, you know. Students like that, all you got to do is be patient and take your time. A little ways away, Paragon is pounding ants with a rock. You simply nod and let Pumilus live out every teacher's biggest fantasy. Finally reached him. Paragon, you dumbass. I did briefly, Jimbo. I wasn't crazy about it. Like, I liked the benefits of it, but having the reduced inventory is just dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. I mean, and also it is nice starting with a few competent ranged fighters. However, it actually gets pretty expensive early on. Dog there. Do I need any more Alp necklace trophies? Whose resolve is quite low? Oh, Banana Fint has resolve. I just found that starting with the ranged lads, actually Boghost needs one of those necklaces. just got expensive just because you have to buy so much ammo all the time. So it actually was a good thing to be a bit more conservative with your ammo in the beginning. Have you? Ooh. Nope. 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 What do you got here? Hunt down the unholds. I kind of need to, but armor is a bit wrecked right now. Right, 51 minutes. Let's take a little break. When we come back, just keep grinding. Keep leveling the lads up. And then, where is the Goblin City, actually? Shellax check. It's a defensive outpost. Defensive outpost. I think I'm looking for the one that's like sunk into the ground. Defensive outpost. There's the black monolith. We can go try that at some point as well. At some point soon. We should go try it and get wrecked just so that we can see how far off we are. There we go. Rule Gezix, a great goblin city. So we're just going to keep running around doing delivery missions until we fully are repaired, and then we're going to go take on Goblin City and Black Monolith. Then we can try to do Kraken Quest, and we can try to do the Witch Hut. Ah, it stole our shit. Okay, stop episode.